What's up, folks? It's your boy DT 2.0, and today we have an unboxing of the Lenovo Legion 7 Gen 6. If the Legion 5 Pro is good, why not try the Legion 7 Gen 6? It's bigger brother. Ryzen 9, 32 gigs, 2 terabytes, RTX 3080. That's probably full power because I'm hearing it's 160 watts. Can this thing replace my desktop? Let's find out. This video was brought to you by D's. I'm just playing. There's no sponsors. Let's get into it. Now, one thing about Lenovo is they do nothing to hide the fact that they have shipped you their laptop. And that's the reason why I got it close up here. Lenovo there. And of course, it tells you exactly what it is. Not just a regular Lenovo computer, but this is a Legion gaming laptop. All they did was slap a label on this and ship it off. So be mindful that hopefully you have signature required on your shipping, whatever shipping you get, because when they set this thing on your porch, everybody's gonna know what it is. And it comes with a handle, so it's real easy to run up on your porch and take it off. So if you don't live in a good neighborhood or a neighborhood where folks do drive-bys, and what I mean by that is drive by your house, see a package on the porch, run and take it and go off, make sure somebody's home, or at least do like I did and get it delivered to an alternate location. Now, this thing is easily transferable if it had a handle on it, right? Let's get that into focus. It did have a handle on it, but when I picked it up, the handle fell off. So that sucks. Luckily, I wasn't walking up the stairs when that happened, or this thing would have toppled down. The box is in pretty good shape, a couple of dents in it overall, but that's about it. So let's break this thing open. So don't need an unboxing knife. I already ripped or slit the little sticker on there, and oh, okay, it's one of these. I gotta lift it out of here. All right, so now overall, don't get me wrong now, as you can see in there, it's foamed and padded. So, and there's another box in here with the laptop in it. So it's kind of like the Legion 5, the Legion 5 Pro I had, right? This is probably the power supply over here, and then the main computer right here. So let's take this out first. So what I'll do is take this out and then put this box to the side, since you guys already seen it, and break open these parts individually. Put that there. And here we are with what is probably the power brick. It looks like it's bulging out of here already. And that's exactly what it is. A thick power cable. It's relative, yeah, it's got some weight to it too. And then this also has some weight to it, as you can hear. All right. Of course, Lenovo is still sticking with their proprietary power jack, which you probably can go on Amazon and get some, because it's common with their computers anyway, with their gaming laptops. And as you can see right here, 300 watts. So this is a 300 watt power supply, but no branding or nothing on here. At least Alienware changed theirs up a little bit and put some branding on their peripherals. Could we call that peripheral? But this one does not. So that's it for that. Let's move on. So here we are with the main attraction. And while these two look like they can come off individually, it just pops right off the top. Easy day. And then the box with the laptop in it, which feels kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. Let's pull this out of there. Nothing else back in there. And we have the Legion 7 Gen 6. Let me get something to rip this open real quick. All right, so now we're presented with the inner box. And I can tell you right now that while the big outside box was, I guess I could say it again, big, this one seems rather small for this to be a 16-inch Legion 7 Gen 6. So let's go ahead and open this up. There is some padding on the top of the box right here, so no worries. So extra layer of protection. This kind of just tasteful right here, because that glue right there is still sticky. It's not bothering anything, but come on, put the styrofoam all the way to the bottom. I'm not gonna nitpick too much. All right, let's turn this around. All right, so here we just has, what does it say? Stylish Savage Legion. Okay, and it just shows you how to plug it in, and then some shortcuts. Function Q, it changes quiet mode, auto mode, and high performance mode. Function R shows you that it can go from 60 hertz to 165 hertz and back again. Function 4 puts it to sleep. And then function U and function L looks like, what is that, brightness of the lights. And then a nice little touch, and I'll show you this later. Actually, the connection, the identifiers for the connections in the back, they actually light up on this one, where on the Legion 5 they didn't. So you can turn that off and on. Of course, function spacebar is the keyboard brightness, and then function, what is this? Switch is defined. Oh, you know what? The hell with it. We'll find out. Anyway, let's get in here. Oh, it got some. Okay, it got some weight to it. Come on, y'all could have gave me a tab or something to grab this. So we'll put that to the side real quick. And then right here, looks like we have a little door with the books. Like that. Minimalization, right? Got the little, I will call Kobe symbol, right? But it's the Legion symbol. Of course, as usual, it comes with stickers. Right, one there, and then I dropped one. One that actually says, you can barely see that. See if I can get that into focus. Probably can't because it's white. Oh, there it is. It actually says Legion on there, but it's in white. So that's it for that. And then inside of here, it looks like we got some kind of card, a thank you card. You know, Alienware did this when I bought theirs. Presents an unbridled passion to journey where other gaming brands fear to tread by pioneering expertly crafted gaming machines that combine battle-ready, high-performance hardware, modern and premium designs with seamless user experiences. Stylish, savage, Legion. Let's see if you can back up them words, Lenovo. Don't disappoint me this time. Now, this little wrapping around here is cheap as hell. It feels like one step above paper. And it looks like there's another card in there that just slid around. We'll put that there and then open this thing up. You know, some manufacturers don't even put that in there, so I'm glad they have a keyboard protector. And then, of course, the warranty and support. Can I get that in focus? Warranty and support page. All right, dedicated 24/7 live phone and chat. I already deal with that, as I said in my intro, dealing with those. Now, if you ask me, it looks nearly exactly as the same as the last Legion 7 I had, but this is just a Gen 6, right? And then right off the bat, the screen looks big. The bezels are small. It feels solid. This is metal, right? Let's do a quick roundabout, even though I'll do this in a review, but let's do a quick roundabout. On the left side, we have a microphone, headset combo jack, what looks like a USB-C. Doesn't have a Thunderbolt symbol around it, so I assume that it is not. Let's keep that in focus. In the back, let's get that close here. Can you guys see? There we go. We have an Ethernet port, another USB-C, two USB-As, HDMI, another USB-A, and of course the proprietary power input. And then on the right side, and this is another USB-C. So this thing is full of ports. So while it's not as thin, last but not least, it's also the, if you can see that, the camera disconnect. We'll call it the camera disconnect switch. Basically what it does is physically disconnects the camera from the machine, so you don't have a cover for it. It just disconnects from the switch on the side. So now we will have to break it open to see if that's actually true, but I'm going to believe them. But overall, while it is thicker than an Alienware, because especially with the X15 and X17s, I don't mind the extra chunkiness for the extra amenities. Let's just say that. Extra amenities, the extra 3 USB-A ports, what looks like 3 USB-C ports, probably some Thunderbolts in there, right? Number pad. This is almost feels like this should have been all included in the X15, but we're not gonna beat up on Alienware too much right now. I'll do that when I do the review. So let's see if this thing got some juice. And it don't, so let me plug it in and then get back with you. So I have it plugged in, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the way it's sitting on my desk looks fire, and it looks like it's translating in the camera too. I'm really feeling the underglow effect of the lights, man. Whew. The only thing that I probably would change about this, that I think they should have done, but probably would have been overkill, is if, like the Legion 5, they actually put the bigger Legion symbol right here in the middle. But I forgive them for that.
I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help. A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready.
Let's finish talking about this aesthetics. Anyway, as you can see, smaller Legion right here with the glow, and that changes colors, the glow along the side. I don't think I'm gonna change that. That's pretty nice. And the thing that I like the most about this, and the lights just went off, is these connections in the back. And it's if you look at it, I can actually read what they are. USB C with power delivery, USB super speed, USB, another one with power delivery, HDMI, and then the Ethernet port. I don't even have to fumble around. I don't even have to look back there in order to put things back there. It's already lit up. Look at that. Nice touch, right? Nice touch. One of the only laptops to really do that. Let me get this power cable out the way. Anyway, really feeling that. So let me set this thing up. Let's see how the screen is. Let's see if it has a bright spot in it. Let's hope not. And look, there's very few computers that I have in here that I think that can replace my desktop. And if I do find one that can replace my desktop, I'm keeping it. Could this be the one? Man, I can't wait to start flexing this thing out and then doing a review. Now, while this is still getting set up, let's talk about the specs real quick. Ryzen 9 5900HX, 16 threads, 16 megabytes of cache, 32 gigabytes of RAM at 3200 megahertz, which is two 16 gigabyte chips, 2 terabyte SSD, and that's two 1 terabyte, what I assume is NVMe's, a 16-inch WQXGA 2560 by 1600 IPS anti-glare display with Dolby Vision, HDR 400, 500 nits at 165 hertz. That's a whole lot to be getting out, but that's a whole lot of love they gave to this screen. And from the looks of it right now, it looks great. This color looks even. It looks crisp, but again, I need to put it through its paces in order to get the real deal out of it, and you'll get that during my review. 720p HD camera, so it is what it is. We don't expect these laptop cameras to be any greater than that, with the exception of on the X15 and probably X17, it was 1080p. Obviously a per key keyboard, and last but not least, 802.11ax and Bluetooth 5.1. So this is probably fully loaded as far as Lenovo. Now, with the 3080, it is a 16 gigabyte, 160 plus watt graphics card. That almost probably beats my desktop. I want to see. I just have to see. I'm gonna say almost. I hope it gives it some kind of competition. And I can say this before I close this out. Before I do a couple of things, give you a couple of tidbits, and then close out. That if it's even or greater than my desktop, I gotta let it go. It is what it is. But let's get into some of these specifics. Now, to my surprise, or not my surprise, it has that same awesome Lenovo blue wallpaper that came on the Legion 5 Pro. I'm talking about awesome. I love that. I love this. Let's see if we can if this thing is cranked up to. So this is the max brightness right here. And I can tell you right now, it may not translate on the camera. It's pretty bright. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to try to test the speakers out a little bit, you know, and just to see what those are like. And then I I'll give you my initial impressions of the keyboard. I can tell you right now, the construction feels solid. I know back in the past it had some issues with the hinges, but I heard they've been reinforced. I actually seen some pictures. If you do some research, you can see some pictures of the hinges being reinforced behind the screen. Because I think in the Legion 7 model, it got weak and there was some cracking. But it does feel solid. And screen wobble is, to when I say bare minimum, unless you really put some force to it. Keypad's kind of mushed, but at least it's there. Keys feel good. Key travel, because I got used to Alienware's deep, well, I'm not gonna say deeper key travel than these. These are take some getting used to, but I'm not complaining about it. Trackpad, which was trash on the last one. I'll save my comments for later. It is smooth, but it does still feel a little bit uneven. You guys know I've never been a fan of these stickers, so if I do keep it, these shit's coming off. Same here, but I might keep this one because this is a shortcut, so you can do some things as far as turning it on and off with auto, solid auto, and then high performance. And the thing I like about this, just like the last Legion 7 I had, is when you do change modes, the color of the power button changes. So right now it's in auto mode. That way, if I start gaming, it'll just the fan speed and the processor would just would move up and down. Right, the power management will move up and down as I put the computer through its paces. But if I wanted to go straight to power mode or high power performance mode, I go function Q. Function, and as you can see, they do light up. Boom, high performance mode shows here, and then it shows red. Right, so now it's ready for action. If I wanted to go to quiet mode, there it is, the hush, and then it turns blue, and then back to auto mode, where it's a balance between the two. So that's good. I really love that. I love that about these Lenovo computers. And I was excited about the last one I had, but at the same time, it just disappointed me because I had that bright spot. So speaking of that, let's see if we can let's go to Google. Boom. And I'm looking, and it looks like no bright spots. This screen, folks, when I say crisp, it's not 4K. It's not like the screen that I got back here. But man, it is crisp. It is crisp. Well, let's do some chill hop music. And I probably have to deal with a commercial or two that I'll edit out to see how these speakers sound.
Hey, wanna play some video games?
Hell no. So let's do a quick speaker test. I've already talked about the screen. It's great. It's smooth. No bright spots. No dead pixels. It's crisp. 16 inches, 2560 by 1600. Great display. Nice and bright. Up to 500 nits. HDR 400. 165 hertz. I talked about the keyboard. While not as deep as key travel as I like, still great. Has all of the keys and a number pad that's kind of squished. Don't mind about that. But when I hit the function button, very useful. Whole bunch of shortcuts on here that you can test out and see. And in case you just don't remember, you hit the function key, everything lights up so you can know exactly what's what in the jungle. So I really like that. Trackpad could be better, but I'll get into that when I start testing it in the long run. But speakers, I would say pretty good, right? I would say middle. Let's just say middle of the pack. I wouldn't say middle of the pack in a bad way though, right? Because we all know, right? It's no secret. Apple MacBook Pro 16-inch is top tier. I would go on and we're just talking gaming computers outside of the MacBook Pro. I would say bottom of the barrel is probably MSI's implementation of external sound, which is utterly trash. This is probably maybe even a little bit above the Alienware, which falls right in the middle. So let's just listen real quick. That's some pretty good volume, folks. I think they actually put some effort into making these speakers sound good. All right, so that's all I have today. If you have any questions, hit me in the comments, but I'm going to start installing games, updating the computer, putting it through its motions so I can really decide if this is a keeper or is it going back. And I'm just excited about this this relationship reconnection that I have with the Lenovo Legion 7. Because we know, this is the Gen 6, because we know my first experience with it was just not too good, because I wanted a Lenovo because it was different. Nobody had one. Nobody was talking about one at the time, and I wanted to be different than everybody else. I wanted my gaming laptop to be something off the cuff. Yeah, I got a Lenovo. What? They make gaming laptops? They sure do. Check this shit out. But I couldn't do that with that big ass bright spot in the lower right hand corner. So this time, I think, folks, I got them. So hopefully this lives up to the hype, because I was the same way with the with the X15, and also what was the other one I did? The R5, where while I was over hype and overexcited, they just didn't perform up to specs. But then again, the ones that I did underestimate performed, like the Legion 5 Pro. I didn't expect that to do as good as it did. So let's see if this thing could put out some juice. Once again, folks, this is DT 2.0. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for about a week before I put it through its paces and post my my review video, which will probably be longer than this. Y'all know I like to be longer drawn out, so if you don't like longer drawn out, the video is probably not for you. But I just want you guys to have the most information possible to make an educated or well-educated selection of your next big purchase. The good thing about this, and I didn't mention the price on this was, and I still had a picture up, with my discounts, $23.43 before taxes. Okay, so with taxes, it came up to just over $2,500. If you do some searching, Lenovo always have some type of discounts or coupon codes out there. If you do a search, I was able to get one and get a hold of one and get a nice 7% off, especially if you're a military or first responder. They're pretty good with those folks. So if you can get that, I really, if you're thinking about this computer and you like it after I do the review and you want to get it, this is the perfect time, because I think they're doing what did they do last year? The Intel Gamer Days. I think they're doing that run, and I got an extra $200 and something off. So this computer, if I bought this computer with these specs, or this spec computer out at Alienware's website, where I would just compare it to the X17, almost $4,000, guarantee. And I might just build one in my review. You know what? Let me do that right now. So I went on ahead real quick, and it took me like 30 seconds to actually build one on on Alienware's website with the Intel 11 Gen Core i9 11980HK, the RTX 3080 with 16 gigabytes of RAM. That one will come with a UHD display at 120 hertz. Where this comes with a 2K display, nearly 4K, but then again, the pixel density is probably comparable. 165 hertz versus 120 hertz. Anti-glare, Alienware has 100% Dolby RGB and 500 nits. This has 500 nits also. 32 gigabytes of RAM, where Alienware is 3466. This one is 3200. 2 terabytes of RAM, which costs an extra $300 on Alienware's website. And then I also did the Thin Series keyboard in there, and total price before taxes for the Alienware X17 with all of those specs is a crisp $36.55 before taxes, and I saved $374. So if I didn't have a discount in here, it will be $4029.99 before taxes. So I'm not saying anything bad about Alienware. I'm just saying sometimes, just like Apple and just like Razer, sometimes for the same spec devices, their stuff could be overpriced, but you get what you pay for because the build quality is good. And you hope that the performance is good. So we'll see if this Lenovo Legion 5 performance is just as good and comparable to that. I'll definitely compare it to the performance of the X15 that I had in here. We don't want to do that. And then also, Any of the other laptops that I tested in here, especially the Asus models, the M16 and G15 that I had in here. Let me mute this real quick. So you know, just to show you guys how good or how not so good this laptop is. But once again, I know that's a long ending, but who cares? This is your boy DT 2.0. Thanks for watching. See you guys in about a week with this review. Deuces.